Alright, it's Nate. Hey, what's happening? We're on a G310GS today, cruising along on what is an extremely smooth platform. You're going to see it doesn't have all the pickup in the world for acceleration, but it's got good solid torque to the RPM realm. I'm going to carve up this little Catawba mountain here real quick, following traffic, so we'll be at a slower clip than what we are capable with on this bike. And I have a surprise for you when I get off and start my next portion of the vlog, because today we're going off-road. Not only are we going off-road, I got a surprise on top of the off-road ride that you'll be excited to see. Wow, that bike does pretty damn good. Well, wait until I show you what's going on with this ride today. I got a partner out with me. He's on a DRZ 400 back there behind me. He's going to be my little follower guy, help me get some good footage. He's going to be operating out of my brand new Scorpion 18950. Love you guys at Scorpion. Appreciate the great customer service on getting me this new 18950 in desert camo. That's the Nate design around here. We're going to be running a Cena 10C. That's what we're talking in right now. It's got my FM, Bluetooth to my phone. I listen to my jams on my phone. I can take phone calls. I can communicate pilot to passenger, bike to bike, and do my instant vlogging as you see right now. Another piece of equipment we'll be using today is our GoPro Hero 5 Black Edition. So now we're going to start catching up with traffic. We're still keeping a good clip, and check it out. I'm in 6th gear. That's what I want you to see. 52, 5300 RPMs. I don't have a lot of drive up, but I'm not losing speed. Gotta get the brakes on. So I'll just go up 6th gear all the way, 45 miles an hour. That's what impressed my first larger individual that's looking at a G310 series motorcycle. He took a G310R out. He's about 6'3", 240 pounds. He said, man, I was cruising up the side of the mountain, 6th gear, 45 miles an hour, just like we're doing right now, and just took me on up. No shuddering or shimmying in the engine. It's just smooth torque. And look, I'm already down to 40, and it's just pulling me up the mountain of what speed I want it to go. It's not going to launch and take off, but now we're getting up the side of the mountain here. I want to be running the GoPro Black that we were just talking about, but it's not really any good with all this traffic in front of us. And the last piece of equipment is going to be our DJI drone. It's the Maverick Pro series. We'll get some good shots of us going through some hopefully soaking wet creek beds. It might be dry, but it's been really wet. I mean, around our territory here, they've been having a lot of flooding and problems with flooding. So hopefully we got some good water to go through, because last time there was only one spot with water in it. All the other 6 creek beds were dried up that we were going to go through on that first clip. And that's going to be out on Stone Cold or Broad Run, whatever you want to call it. Look at this. The beauty of the Blue Ridge Mountains. You see this every video I do almost. I have to take this road to get out to most of my riding territories. Everybody's enjoying the sunshine on this beautiful day in the Southwest Virginia area. We've got the Appalachian Trail up here at the top. So this is your parking for the AT and go out to McAfee's Knob. It's not as full as I thought it would be today. It's usually parked down the road all the way down here. And we're heading a different direction. You're going to see when we get out into a little clearing over here. We're going out towards those mountains. So we're going to go out that way here in a second. I'll catch up with you in a minute for the surprise. So we're back here. This is what we were talking about, having a new 18950 in desert camo, getting ourselves set up with the Cena 10C. are recording with our GoPro 5 Black. As you can see, we're switching back and forth right now. We got to support all three brands that we sell, so rocking out my Triumph Adventure mesh gear today with my Ducati gloves so I can support them on our BMW motorcycle. Still wearing our Fox boots, but here is the surprise that today I don't have to run the whole thing solo. I'm going to be running it 2-up with my beautiful and brave assistant. So everything we do is 2-up today, on-road and off-road, and that's what I was talking about on the way up the trip on Catawba Mountain. It's that even 2-up, we were 6th gear, 40 miles an hour and having that brrrp. So let's get started on the rest of the ride for the day. So first impressions as soon as we just get off asphalt and onto the dirt is this just feels right. Like everybody's comments when they get off this bike doing street rides and demo rides is, oh my god, that was fun. And riding 2-up, now that you know I'm 2-up, I had my preload set up about 3/4 of the way to accommodate for the weight. I still bottom down on the street, riding aggressively, transitioning hard, left to right, and little divots between turns and such, but it was this perfectly smooth and complacent when I was cruising down 311, 50, 65 miles an hour, straight line cruising on even pavement. And then getting here, I don't even feel like I have a passenger. I feel like if I was on a bigger bike, I would feel a passenger back there, which sounds funny. You'd think that the bigger, larger motorcycle would accommodate for that more. But I feel just like really massively in control with the motorcycle. I'm sitting down riding in dirt and gravel, a little bit looser stuff, big old mud holes. Got some creek crossings back there. My beautiful assistant wants to get wet today. Said it's so hot out here, we need to find some puddles to splash through, so we're gonna go find some puddles. But you can see we're keeping a good 35 mile an hour clip when we're not in the middle of a corner in dirt and gravel. Just relaxing, letting the bike work. Tire pressure, I didn't really do too much with the tire pressure before I left. It's 25, 28 cold. I'm running 24, 27 hot. So I dropped to 3 or 4 pounds cold, and it seems to be doing just fine at that. Mr. Smith, I adjusted the bars. I know I didn't do it for you the other day. I apologize. Didn't have like the time and want to mess with something. Not having my tech do it and have a passenger go out on it. So big difference with the bars more upright. I'm going to find out how the standing up goes here shortly. When we get a little bit deeper into a little more aggressive riding. This is just getting there. And then we got the shift pedal height. I had to make an adjustment on that. Couldn't get my Fox boots up that thing very well. So, like we got some bicicletas. Get around them nice and easy, and it should be ours for the rest of the trail, unless we run into a car or two. Wouldn't be a car, be a big old diesel truck with stacks. This is the mountains of Virginia. It's usually what you're gonna run into. But they have been manicuring this road up nice, which is not what I want. I can leave it a little bit more rugged, a little more rustic. I don't want to use all my battery up in one vlog section because this road changes so much. Like right now we'll be just cruising along in the gravel, 3rd gear, 25 miles an hour, 2-up, making it up dirt roads. And we're trying to relax a little bit. I always go too fast. I want to just chill and enjoy this ride, especially with a passenger. Especially with the softer suspension. That's one thing I noticed is I think if we hit some big potholes at good speed, we will be bottoming out, and that's not a very comfortable feeling for the passenger. Especially, this is probably the most aggressive off-road that she's ever encountered. We've done adventure touring up in this region, but on more manicured roads than this, on a smaller, slower motorcycle, and less accommodating gear, I'll put it that way. So, we'll see what happens, but right now, gosh dang, they have made this thing like a Honda Civic freaking racing track instead of a motorcycle track. This used to be covered in shale that was very inconsistent. You had to wiggle around it quite a bit to get down and smooth. Now it's just easy peasy. I was going to do some brake testing on the ABS, but there's no more loose stuff. It's all pretty consistent. But we'll do it anyway. I want to check out some... it gets a little bit more technical over here. You can see a little bit more of the rocks they couldn't get out of the ground when they were wide in this section. Yeah! Get your head! Get some branches. How'd that taste? Alright. This bike's perfect for this, man. It is made for this. If this is what you're gonna do, man, we got this thing all day long right here. It hasn't gotten really squirrely, stepped out, got funky feeling, felt like it had lack of anything but suspension so far. I don't mind the mag wheels. I would like to have the spoked wheels, make me feel better. It'd be better as an element of suspension, be better as more flexible and keeping more traction on the ground, less components to bend and break if we hit a big rock that's sticking out. But man, this thing is freaking awesome. And this is a nice little road for it. We're still keeping a pretty good average 30-mile-an-hour clip. I would like to go to a little bit more aggressive tires, run some TKC 80s on it, and have this highest level of confidence ever. But still, that little transition through there, it's pleasant. So I'm going to get some more me time on the motorbike, and I'll come back at you in a little bit with some more vlogging on the 2018, which also now is going to be relative to 2018, 2019. BMW released on Friday that there will be no changes to the Model 19 G310GS. No changes at all. So that'll be comparison for 2018, 2019 G310GS. So the road's definitely a little bit more wet this trip. We like it. This is what we were wanting. Get a little bit of creek crossing going on. Yeah. Way more better. Good, pure, clean water. Slippery, slippery, slippery through here. There we go. Fourth gear at 20 miles an hour. And a little shuddery there. Still feel needs a little bit more speed underneath of it. We can't go too fast. Why? Every time we turn around on this road, we got another creek crossing. Hell yeah. Like that. Second pushes through. You can hear the engine being like, I'm not too happy with this. But it pushed on through. It carries itself well. I'm going to hit some potholes in this area intentionally. See how the bike does. Yeah, we need to upgrade. Yeah, even. Yeah, you hear that? I bet you can hear that through the microphone. Yeah, baby. So, suspension. Maybe I can add a little bit more preload in the rear and max it out and be a little bit better 2 up. But 2 up. Whew. We'll be back with more. So we definitely need to record this because this is a big long one. We don't know where we're going to come through or out at, but let's just keep forwarding through. That deep little one, eh? he made it through back behind us on the old DRZ 400. That one went over my boots and down into my boots. That's awesome. We love it. That's what Rachel wanted today. Oh, she just wanted to get out and splash in the puddles like this. She thought that's all we were going to do. A little corner edging on them. We're going through the big ones though. But we had a moment earlier. There was a little water line like that, and oh my god, I think I'm going to drop the preload or raise the preload up in this thing when I take the next stop, because that put a jolt through my spine, and I can't have that with my broken old body. So definitely recommend the rear shock upgrade. That's usually something we do on everything, man. I try and bobber the BMW G310GS, the Ducati Scrambler line. Like, the rear shock upgrade is something that usually always turns out being a necessity. But we're having a good time. The bike is doing just what I want it to do for this type of atmosphere. I'm going to take it out solo, and we're going to get down and be able to see if we can like back it into these corners here. I love this section. Usually you can just drop it down, gas, let that big dog eat. But we don't have a big dog. We got a little dog. Just a little baby G310 with 34 horsepower, weighs 376 pounds, soaking wet. So the biggest thing is our wind protection and our level of comfort is just amazing. And I gotta find some places to do some cool drone shots. So I wonder if this would be a good one. Come in and come down. I think we should try it. Let's do that. Alright, now we're getting to the bottom of some old creek beds and testing out our suspension there. Some good stuff. Bopping right along, trying to keep along our normal 30 to 35 mile an hour routine, slowing down in the corners a little bit. Because you never know what's coming around the next corner out here. Gonna go back into some rocky beds. This is the last one. This is a cool place because you can go up there and play in the puddles. You're not supposed to. Like, they actually don't let you ride up and down the river, but there's no river. Rachel wanted to get wet. There's her getting wet time. Oh, it's deep. You like that, huh?
Do it again.
I can't. I'll take you through that section right there. It's about 6 feet deep. Doesn't look like it. Really gravelly. Not even gravelly, really riverstone all the way through that last section. But we're about done now. We're going to jump back out onto the main road, hit up another little section I know. It has a dirt road that runs into a dead end that is usually pretty secure. No one's going to be coming the other direction. Yeah. Suspension, suspension, suspension. Be the first thing I did. But dang, it's doing good. Here comes people. This is the section that we want. This is the section we do drone footage with. Which I probably should try one more time. Hey, hey! Alright. I'm not sitting in the sun, I'm in the shade, I'll be cool, I'm happy and all that good stuff. I want to do two things. I want to get some drone footage. I want to see if that thing's working. Because, dude, you can straight... You ever been through this part? Oh, this is deep. So notice how they went to the far side? There's a reason. That's like 7-8 feet. That's like 2 inches. You might want to go scope it out while I get the drone set up. Because I don't want to see... Well, no, I do. Don't look. Just go ahead and take faith. I'll put you in the right spot. Actually, that's where I do go, honestly. Seriously. I kind of shoot straight through right there. No, the other one was worse because you really couldn't even see the bottom of it. Lower pocket. But dude, I can do some really good footage. I'm already gone the wrong direction. I'm supposed to be riding down freaking 311. I'm gonna pick up some sweet number from around the Brandon Village.
I was just saying, hold on a minute. You better add Brandon Village down. I was like, what street number is you shooting at?
One with us.
How many people usually come on these drives?
Usually about 6 to 8. I don't know why no one showed up this time. I actually put a little event thing out there even, you know. Some of the guys that were going to show up all have new bikes. Maybe they were scared. And they work night shift. No. Cody, shit, we're going to go right by Cody's house. Alright, let's get it on! We're going for a ride now! You good? You ready?
I'm ready. I feel good.
How you like that, baby doll?
I like it.
I didn't even turn my camera on because I don't care anymore. I got what I need. Now I'm trying to relax, have fun, focus on you. Aww.
Intercom failed. Try again later.
So now we're going to head through Little Twisted Road 621. Takes us out coming off of Bramble Road. It has a little secret dead end fire road on it that I'd like to take out. Explore on. It's pretty cool because it has all different types of terrain at the same time. Same road, it turns grassy to track lane to stay in 6th gear on this beast. Got enough power, got enough juice, got enough power. Riding 2 up anywhere you want to go. Riding some over the mountains, so it's not fatigue in the buttocks at all. It's a cushy hang on the seat. Been out for a couple hours already. Getting ready to go deeper and deeper. Little track before we get to this. I want to save some juice for seeing oh, hey, there's some deer running next to us. Maybe this spots. Better up there than on the road. Too many deer on the road these days, and that would just take us out on this little ticky thing. I bet it's like close up with good noise to it, like has a second gear, 25. This thing does great on torque, pulling 2 up on these little dirt roads and whatnot. I can keep it here in third gear, get it down to 20 miles an hour. It doesn't shitter and whine, just ask for more beautiful, amazing dirt roads to fly around on. That's what we're doing. This thing does great. Oh yeah. So overall, the G310GS is definitely one I can put on the Nate's gonna own one day. Chip's getting himself a little bit excited about a G310GS right now. So he wants to make a team and do some extreme builds and have fun, do a little off-road racing with it. Just G310GS off-road racing only. Bike is superb, look at it go. Tucks the front every once in a while on you, I guess. But hey, we got that. Almost to the top of the hill for our right turn. I mean, look how beautiful this territory is too. And it should be right here. No? One more curve around the mountain. And we're almost there. Oh, we gotta slow down for the overlook. Nice. Alright. So now we've gotten deeper. Went up Hall Road. Jumped off on this little fire road right here. And it's going to be more just nature-esque as it gets. More changes in terrain. Up on this hill though, we're not going to get any water, just a few mud puddles. Would have dove through that one, but got a feeling that stuff would stain a bike good. Even though I am using some top coat on it right now. Let's see how the top coat works. Just completely sprayed the whole bike down. Everything should just spray right off when I get done to get back for the hose. Got to concentrating. And enjoying. Say again? You want to go flying off the bike?
No, I said I wanted to open my visor, but I couldn't let go with both hands. I was come flying off the bike.
No.
So bumpy.
Alright, there you go.
No, I was cracking up because I was like, and it was like,
Well, here, flip it up now if you want to. You get it?
it's up.
Okay.
Intercom failed. Try again later.
I like this too. Leave it in a second. Put it up there, 5,000-6,000 RPMs. Get your power on. How you doing? Hey. Huh?
On you?
I don't know. Alright, we're about at the end of this little section. You can watch in previous portions of the GoPro footage. You got a little squirrely there in some sections. Some super slippery clay. Makes it a little bit more fun, more entertaining. See what these Metzler Tolerances can do. Probably should deflate them a little bit more. Now we're gonna go down the hill a little bit. We had a little bit of a problem with a side stand mount earlier. It's like a little rock shovel. It wants to scoop on down and pick up rocks, but you're bottoming out the suspension coming through this kind of up and down terrain we were encountering earlier. Oh shit! Oh my god! Did you see that? Uh-oh.
Are you okay?
Oh, my nuts! Oh! Oh, my nuts. Oh. I was turning the wheel trying to get back on the track, and there's a big old rut right there. The front tire went boom into the rut. Luckily, it caught it that right way and shot it back into here because it went down into that ditch. That hurt my nuts.
Is that all that you heard?
Yeah. All right. We are rocking it down. Pretty much a little waterfall going down the trail system here on the way back. So we did a lot more uphill on the way out. Now we're getting a lot of downhill action in. Beautiful and serene. Lots of water and slippery patches. So we're going to relax and enjoy the smells. Keep her down in second gear. It's a happy spot for her. You got it over 4, you got some power going. At least in this 2-up situation, remind you. It's hard going slow. I want to be at least in third, having a good time. We're going to be a little bit more careful. We've seen a lot of activity today. We did lower the tire pressure down a couple pounds, or a few pounds actually. So I can hear the deformation of the tire pretty much. Makes you a lot more confident. Feeling it wrapping around every obstacle you throw at it. Miss as many of them as we can. That's the goal. But this thing does an amazing job. Especially when you're looking at a $6,000 price point. And I haven't had a problem with the ABS. Of course, I haven't really grabbed a super big handful behind me. Sitting down, relaxing, enjoying G310 exploration time 2 up out in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. Exploring some trails I haven't been on in a while because I want to check them out for next month's Sunday adventure ride, which is actually an overnight camping trip. A little bit of beachy up terrain going on for a G310 sitting down, 2 up. We got the preload maxed out. It's the only adjustment you can make on the shock on this motorcycle. Well, I better look closely and make sure before I state that, but I don't think there was any compression or rebound adjustment capabilities. Good God, this is a beautiful area. Beautiful smells. So overall, I would say that this machine is a complete success, except for in one area, which that would be suspension. They have some really good accessories out for it now. We dressed up Jeff's the other day and put some cool sump guard engine protection, rear rack assemblies. Got some hand guards coming. Look at some of the rally raid stuff with the tubeless spoke rims. Gonna have the Scorpion silencer or an Akrapovich. That's cool. It really needs that. I think it would be super bad if we had one on this thing. Last time I was coming through this section hauling tail, talking on the old microphone. Whew. 2 deer came running right in front of me, about took me out. Real close. Everybody came up behind me laughing. Whoa, did you hit them? Oh, that's all I gotta say. This is our last little section before I gotta go back and get somebody on a Scrambler 1100 real quick. So back to the shop we go. Hit some manicured dirt roads like this for a little bit. Get down on a beautiful 42. Get down the backside of that mountain, which is a beautiful twisty section that we like to hit with the Super Sports. Nosy. Yes, I am. The ABS. Like, I haven't had to turn it off. Of course, I haven't gotten into too squirrely of situations regarding brakes. Seems like it's perfect for off-road terrain like this. Maybe not any sloppier than this, like we experienced a little bit ago, but yeah, this thing is just all right all the way around. Let's see what kind of fuel economy we're getting off-road too. So I got 61 miles per gallon off-road. Right now I'm getting 134, that's nice. 33 miles per hour average. Just set that. $113 miles range. We started with like 169. Beautiful. That's some super beautiful stuff. Besides the fence. It's amazing. Just keep it on, keep it on. That's where I need to try and fly the drone. Should give it a shot. It's been giving me problems. No. Might as well try. Might as well try. Let's try the drone. I'm gonna try the drone one more time. Cows don't like that idea. Oh, it's 1248, baby. sure you just don't want to take that off for rest for a second? It won't connect though. So I'm gonna try restarting it all. No, I want to try and reset everything real quick. Try it one more time. Be optimistic. Baby, you turn the key off on the GS? Will you turn the key off on the bike? Thank you. Probably like the absolutely worst place in the world to try and get something that uses GPS or anything. It's probably like anti-GPS satellites bounce off from cow poop radiation. Problem I'm having is getting my phone to connect to these guys. Even though it's physically connected, it still has to make some kind of reset, but it doesn't matter. It's not working. Alright. I tried you. Give you 2 shots. Gave it a whirl, and it didn't care. Fall asleep.
It's tired and chill time. Still gotta sleep.
Huh? Nothing. Just gotta head back. Alright, let's do it. Okay. You ready? I should have asked and then went, huh?